Okay, welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday. And like I said, the crux of the matter has to do with the League Management Company's statement that yes, the league has ended. The league ended abruptly because it was supposed to go for 38 weeks, but then it went for 24 weeks. So we still had 14 weeks to go. But they said a lot, the atmosphere, what is happening in the country. They went, first of all, they went for the World Cup. They came back, and then we had the crisis in the FA. So basically, they said they had no option than to call an emergency meeting. And in that particular meeting, these 20 clubs and then the management of the LMC said, let us end the league now. And Lobby Stars, have been declared the champion pending the ratification because, of what all decisions they've taken by the Nigerian Football Association. So basically, those are the highlights of what they took there. That the 2017-20 season of the NPFL is concluded, and the team at the top of the standings, Lobby Stars, shall be the representative of the Champions League for 2019 season, starting from November 2018. That no team shall be relegated. That means all the teams will remain there. 4 teams shall be promoted from the NPFL from the Nigerian National League, from the lower league in this particular 2017-2018 season. And then the 2018-2019 NPFL season will commence in November with 24 participating teams who shall be divided into 2 groups. So we are going to have 12 in each group. So basically, and then the 2018-2019 season, okay, will be played on the 22 March days, ending with a playoff. So 3 teams shall be relegated from each of the 2 groups. So these are a summary of what they arrived at. All right, joining us to look at these and other issues, we have the immediate past chairman of Lagos State Swan, Swan Lagos chapter, Mr. Fred Edore. Fred, welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure. Good afternoon.
And also, okay, how do I get this? Emmanuel Ogwejofel Kala. He's fantastic. A lot of us when we're growing up, whenever you go to the National Center to go and watch football, you go there with your transistor radio because you are watching the match, but you want to hear the commentary. You want to hear the golden voice. You want to hear the man that says, a blockbuster, Emmanuel mathematical, Ashego Digbami, who was giving them all the sobriquet, the man Ernest Okonkwo. But then after Ernest comes, yes, Amaka Okonkwo Ever, the daughter of Ernest Okonkwo. She is a lawyer and she will talk sports today. And it's a pleasure bringing her on the set. Amaka, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Did you ever listen to your father's commentaries?
Yes, I did.
You did. And can you remember anything that thrilled you?
I was quite little then, yes. And but I could still remember, a little bit about, his commentaries.
Have you ever attempted to run commentaries?
No, not at all.
Okay, Amaka will also train. We'll look at sports arbitration, other things in sports law in Nigeria. How we are heading towards. Let me start with Fred. Fred, they said the league has ended. You saw those highlights.
Yeah.
What is your take? Are you in agreement with this?
Yes, I am. I mean, we had a situation. The crisis in Nigerian football affected the resumption of the league in the second half, and all the arguments rolled on till about August 20th, where the federal government gave assurance to FIFA, and we seem to have some semblance of peace. And we are now left with just about a month, that is the month of October, September, to be able to complete 14 matches left of the NPFL, and then the games of the Federation Cup, that is the ITO Cup. If we have those 14 matches, you can play 14 matches. You can play 14 match days within 4 weeks. That is 4 weeks in the month of September.
That is every other day.
And then you have the ITO games to play, the round of 64. For instance, that's a huge number of games too for the teams. And you need to give the names of your representatives for continentals by October 15. So when they looked at the time left after the whole crisis, it was going to be difficult to squeeze the teams to play those number of matches left, both in the NPFL and in the ITO Cup. So the clubs had to come together to decide what do we do, because you cannot stake the players to play maybe 2 matches every week consecutively, or even 3 matches as the case may be. Quite apart from the cost of it, the health of the players also is an issue to be considered. So the clubs had to come together and say, we cannot put our players to this, we just have to take a decision. So we end the league from this point. Let the man who was leading take the title while we play the ITO Cup within the time frame left for us to be able to submit names to the Confederation.
Okay, I'll come to Beleta. Let me get his own opinion. But let's
I've not stated an opinion. This is a fact. I've not stated an opinion.
Your fact is your opinion.
No, facts are not opinion. This is what happened.
That is,
I've just said what happened.
Another person will say that about a fact in a different way.
Well, but facts will be facts.
Okay, fact will be fact.
Yes.
Okay, 1 is 1, 2 is 2. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Let's come to Amaka. Amaka, we said we're having this crisis in Nigeria. You know, different laws, different interpretation, non-existent, extant laws. The FA, what is the position that we don't have to now? Nobody can even tell us if we have an FA or we have an NFF or an NFA. There's supposed to be a law. You know, one has been abrogated. One is said they want to make another law for the players themselves. Some people sign contract to this. Some don't even see the contract. They go on to play. You come out, and so a lot of things. Have you looked at the Nigerian sports scene and say where can sports law? Do we have a sport? Is sport law operational in Nigerian sports?